looks like the end of the City Girls is closer than we thought, because word on the street is their upcoming album, Real Ass Wh0res, is going to be their last album together, as JT is leaving the group to pursue a solo career. And according to the streets, Young Miami feels betrayed by JT because she single-handedly carried the group while JT was locked up. But now, JT wants to abandon her for her own solo career. And the insider details are just as messy can get, because there seems to be a lot of drama happening behind the scenes.
If I would have never went to prison, we would have been here, or we would have been on this level, because I feel like rapping is my skill,
So, for those of y'all who don't know, Young Miami and JT recently sparked breakup rumors after JT announced the release of her solo EP. This came as a shock to a lot of people because they've been each other's ride or die for years now, dating all the way back to when they were young and broke, with barely any fame. They've gone through so much together, including jail time, drugs, deadbeat baby daddies, and having to deal with label executives trying to get with them for a recording contract. They started their group City Girls in 2017 and got signed to QC later that same year. But it wasn't until their feature on Drake's song In My Feelings that they really blew up. Even though they weren't credited on the song, everybody was feeling their verse and started checking for them. Now, this is where things get messy, because just a few months after that, JT went to jail for fraudulent credit card charges. While she was serving time, Young Miami was holding down the group, performing at shows by herself, even when she was pregnant, and having to pay DJs to play their music on the radio. She was really doing everything she could to keep their name up, so they wouldn't fall off by the time JT got out. And when JT finally was released, they both got back on their grind and started releasing music together. But shortly after, rumors started going around about there being some drama between them, because JT wanted to go solo. Now, JT fueled these rumors when she posted a very cryptic message to her IG story, seemingly calling Young Miami out for being a fake friend. She said, "You can lose everything, but as long as you have your mind, you can get it all back. Watching someone change on you and pretend to be completely unaware of what they're doing, really the worst feeling ever. But the best thing about repeated betrayal is you get stronger." And everyone thought this had a lot to do with Young Miami dating Diddy, which in turn opened the doors for bigger opportunities for her. I mean, let's be real. Ever since Young Miami's been associated with Diddy, her fame has definitely increased, and she's way more known than JT now. Miami even started her own talk show, which literally won Best Hip Hop Talk Show 2 years in a row. And speaking of her show, do y'all remember when JT appeared on Carisha Please? She looked like she didn't want to be there and kept telling Young Miami how uncomfortable she felt. Miami tried to keep it cool and kept smiling back, but fans were real quick to notice the tension between them.
It's like, I'm nervous. Like, I'm just doing this for you, because it's like, I really don't. It's like, it's weird, like, even doing an interview, you interviewing me. I don't know, it's like weird. Like, they just looking.
They wasted no time calling JT out. But the problem really wasn't with JT telling Young Miami about feeling weird and uncomfortable on her show, because at the end of the day, everyone has a right to express how they feel. But what really got people mad was just a few months later, she DM'd Angie Martinez to allow her to come onto her show for an interview.
I was somewhere. Where was I when you DM'd me?
I
was like, oh my God, JT just DM'd me. She said she wants to do the podcast.
I want to do it. I'm like, I want to do this.
And during that interview, JT looked very comfortable. Unlike when she was on Carisha Please, JT revealed on the show that she and Young Miami had been having some issues, and she hoped that their ego, internet, or the men in their lives don't cause them to break up.
I pray that our egos does not, like, separate it, or the internet, or guys, or, like, nothing. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, nothing.
Do you worry about that? A little bit.
Sometimes. Sometimes I be on my shit. Sometimes she be on her shit. You know, like...
You're human.
We're human. We're women. We're not girls. We're women. Like, sometimes I want to be with my man.
If this wasn't already a sign that the group was probably coming to an end, then I don't really know what is. And then JT came under fire again not too long after that, when she got called out by a fan for always missing Young Miami's birthday. It all started when the fan tweeted, "JT and Young Miami always got something going on around Carisha's birthday." Miami replied, "Like what?" The fan then replied back by asking her why JT never comes to any of her birthday parties. And even though it was an innocent question, JT got really triggered and went off the fan. "Her birthday is always out of the country. I've been in prison or probation since y'all know us. Her birthday is February the 11th. I couldn't make the 3rd because of something that's not y'all business." I don't know about y'all, but she sounded really agitated and was giving a whole lot of excuses. Not only that, but she really made things worse for herself when she unfollowed the City Girls page on Instagram. Now, after this, it became very clear to everybody that JT didn't want any parts of the group anymore. She threw shade at Young Miami again when she dissed her relationship with P. Diddy. In her song No Bars, she rapped, "I'm a real big dog, B. You a scrappy dude, doing all that wifey shit, knowing he don't F with you." And around this time, she was also working on her own solo music on the side and collaborating on other artists' songs without Young Miami. These rumors were confirmed by the popular T page Gossip of the City when they tweeted that music group breaking up, slowly but surely, one already working on a solo project. Blame their boss. His desperation went to a whole new level when he paid another music mogul money to pretend. Well, at the time, several media outlets reported that Young Miami was still trying to convince JT to stay in the group, but JT was not interested. She feels like City Girls is really not doing anything for her, so she wants to go solo. And JT recently confirmed this in her cover story with Interview magazine, where she said she was no more interested in being in a group and is ready to make money moves by herself. She also revealed that she has a new EP on the way that'll be getting released very soon. She says, "I really want my first EP to have that raw, grungy sound. I wanted to do that for my birthday, but I think it's too soon because I'm so picky. So probably the top of next year." The article also said JT is looking to make money moves as a solo artist. So as y'all can see, JT is about her bag and her solo career at the moment, and she feels like Young Miami is holding her back from reaching her full potential. So she's ready to abandon her and make her money by herself. And now they just announced the release of their new album, Real Ass Wh0res, and it's being speculated that this is going to be their last album together. They're saying the album's been finished since last year, but they pushed it back because Beyonce was releasing Renaissance. And honestly, it's kind of strange. She barely mentioned anything about it in her cover story, but spent the whole time promoting her upcoming solo EP. Mind you, she said her EP ain't coming out till sometime next year, but she's already promoting it while barely saying anything about the new City Girls album, which is gonna be released later this month. Sources claim Miami actually confronted JT about this and blasted her for choosing fame and money over their friendship. She's really hurt by JT's decision to abandon her to go solo. And this is what the internet had to say about it. I mean, this doesn't come to me as a surprise at all, to be honest. Their relationship has been rocky for a while now, and you can tell JT wants to continue with music, and Young Miami's been in her interviewer bag. Nothing wrong with them having different careers and wanting to go separate ways. Another person said, "JT raps don't even hit for real. Y'all made it seem like she was 100 times better than Carisha. She just sounds better, but that's it." So now I want to know your thoughts. How do you feel about JT going solo and making money moves without Young Miami? And do y'all really think they're gonna break up? As always, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and don't forget to click here to watch this other messy video.